Hey Girl Scouts, how are you? It's week 4 of our Entrepreneurship Challenge. I'm really excited about today because I don't know about you, but I love to take pictures. Whether it's a selfie or pictures of my family or just stuff that I'm doing, I always have my phone ready to go when it comes to pictures. And today we're going to learn how to take a better photo. That's right. My friend Holly actually owns her own photography business, and she's going to teach us a few tricks of the trade to learn how to take a better picture. Are you ready? And of course, our challenge, I'm going to let you guess what it is this week. That's right, we're going to take some photos using some of the skills that we've learned. Okay guys, I hope that you guys love this. Take it away, Holly.
Hi Girl Scouts of America. My name is Holly Bone. I am a professional photographer and I've been doing photography for 11 years. I chose this path because I used to work in a corporate job. I worked in banking and data entry and all different kinds of industries where it was very serious and very straightforward. And photography gave me a creative outlet where I could express myself and have a little fun with my job and earn some extra money too. I started out just as a hobbyist and now this is what I do full time. So we're going to start out learning the 3 rules of photography. There are more than 3 rules, but these 3 are actually the main 3 that will get you started and help you kind of learn the basics. So the first rule is composition. Composition is, in general, the overall feel of your photo, the overall look of it, how your photo is expressed. So things that are involved in making a good composition for a photo are your background, your contrast, and your symmetry. So your background, like I have now, is in focus, or it can be blurred, which is your depth of field. Your symmetry is the way it looks on the right side versus the left side. And right now mine's a brick wall, so it's pretty much symmetrical. And your contrast. For example, my dark hair up against a white wall. Now if I had white hair and a white shirt on, this probably wouldn't be a great location. So these are things you want to keep in mind when you're planning out your photo. You want to look at your background. Do you want it in focus or do you want it blurred? How far do you want the subject to appear from you? That's called depth of field. Also, when it comes to background, look at your background. Do you have trash cans in the back? Do you have people in the back? Do you have things in the background that you don't want to see in your photo? Symmetry, like I said, is it balanced? Things on this side of the photo or this side of the photo should be similar. You don't want to have a big tree over here and then a white sky over here. Also remember top and bottom. This is a little bit different if it is a portrait, but same principle applies. And then contrast. Again, you don't want something the same color up against that background. Rule number 2. This is called the rule of thirds. So the rule of thirds is, imagine this is your screen and you have an imaginary grid here. You have a line here and a line here. So that leaves 1, 2, 3 sections. And the same this way. You have a line here and a line here. 1, 2, 3 sections. The rule of thirds says that you should put your subject on one of those lines. For example, here, 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 or here. It's a little hard to do sitting down. As of now, I'm looking straight in the center, so I don't follow that rule. So just keep in mind when you are holding your camera and you're looking through the lens, you want to have your photo set up so that your subject is following the rule of third placement. Now your subject isn't going to know that, but you move to get them into that position. Rule number 3, angles. Typically, you don't want to take a photo straight on like this. So you have your rule of thirds, you're over like this, and you have your subject move, or you move. This is not a very flattering pose, and it typically isn't a very interesting photo. But if you take pictures from the sides, from up above, from down below, from behind. Make it interesting. Don't just take photos straight on, especially if your subject is a person. Objects are a little bit different, but I challenge you to take this object, this is the object, this is your camera, and take pictures from every angle and know what works. You have to do that in order to know what a good angle is and what a bad angle is. Same thing with people. Take one from every angle, and then you can see what's flattering, what's not flattering, what looks good, what doesn't look good. So now that we know what 3 of the basic rules of photography are, we're going to talk about equipment. Now, most photographers use a DSLR camera. It's pretty expensive. If you don't have one, it's okay. You don't have to have one of these to take great pictures. You could use a phone, a tablet, an Instax, or really any point and shoot camera, anything that takes pictures, you can use to take great pictures. It's your choice. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy something. So now that you know a little bit about me, what I do, and 3 of the basic rules of photography, I have a challenge for you. I want you to take whatever camera you have. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Go out and take 3 sets of pictures. Your first set, I want you to focus on composition. Your second set, I want you to focus on the rule of thirds. And your third set, I want you to focus on your angles. Sorry to bug crawling on me. And honestly, you can do all 3 of those rules in each set, but make your focus on the first one. So your first set, I want you to do something with great composition. Have high contrast backgrounds. So have something dark up against something light. Your second set, have something in the rule of thirds. You can have the same subject in the same background, but do it differently. So pose differently. Angle your camera differently. And the third one, different angles. So if you have a person like me sitting up against a white background, instead of this, maybe have them from this point of view. I hope you guys have fun with it. I've had such a blast teaching and recording this, and I can't wait to see your photos.